In this video, you are going to learn how to make the best Nigeria Buka stew from scratch. So the first thing we are going to do is to remove seeds from the tomato. Some persons normally leave the seeds. I don't like leaving the seeds. I don't like blending it with the seeds because sometimes it normally gives the stew harsh, some kind of harsh taste. So I love to remove the taste. I love to remove the seeds from my fresh tomato. So I'm just going to blend that with a little water. Then I'm going to set it aside. So after blending it, you are just going to turn it inside a pot. Note that you are not turning it inside a plate. It should be directly inside a clean pot. So the next thing you will blend is your peppers and your onions. Note that when you are making buka stew and you want it to have that reddish look, don't use too much onions. Once your onions is too much, it's going to give your stew a darker color. So be careful when you use your onions for your buka stew if you want it to have a reddish look. So I'm just going to blend the peppers and I'm going to pour it inside the pot. So the next thing you will do is to place your grounded or blended tomatoes on your cooker. You're just going to boil that till at least 50% of the water has dried up. You are not going to dry up all the water in the tomatoes, so at least 50% of it should be dried up. The reason why you are doing this is to make sure your stew doesn't come out having a harsh taste. This process is very important. Either you do it after blending your tomatoes or you do it after you've removed your the seed from the tomatoes. So either way is still very fine. So once you are done with this step, the next thing is for you to place another pot on your heat. Then you are going to add in your vegetable oil. I'm using the oil that I use in frying my protein. That's why you are seeing all those things inside. So I added my bay leaves to the hot oil. So when you are making your buka stew, you need to be generous with your oil because you are frying that stew and you are not just boiling it, you are frying it. So I went over with my curry powder. So this is the only curry powder that I use for my stew that doesn't have a that kind of um smell that kind of smell that I don't like. There's this smell that some normally have. So I added my tomato paste, so I'm just going to fry that. So this is another step that you must follow. Make sure you fry your tomato paste very well. Like I'm going to show you how it will be looking before you know that your tomato paste is well fried. If not, your stew is going to come out harsh. So you see how it is, you see the way it's looking. So I'm done frying it now. So you can see that it's ready. So you see the way it's looking very dry. That's how it should not be, it should not get burnt. So the next thing you will do is to introduce your tomato, your blended tomato to it. Then you are just going to let that fry for some time. Then you add in your crayfish. You can also add in your crayfish while you are blending the tomatoes. You can add in your crayfish and blend together, but I have dried crayfish. Then I'm going to start adding my protein to it. You can use any protein of your choice. So I added paprika to it for that reddish look. Then I'm going to be adding my uh, protein stock. So I'm just going to give that a stir and let it fry for some time. So when you are frying your buka stew, always stir it so that it doesn't get burnt. At this time, I'm just going to add in my seasoning cubes to it. So at this time, you adjust your salt, your seasoning cubes, and any other seasoning you need to add. So I'm adding my seasoning powder, which is my chicken seasoning powder. So I'm just going to give that a stir. So I'm just going to allow it fry till there is no water. So I added eggs and dried fish to it. So this dried fish normally it's dried catfish. It normally gives my stew a very good taste. So I'm just going to stir that, then allow it to fry till there is no water in it. You will notice that the oil is coming up. So don't cover your stew. You see what I did? Don't cover your stew. So the reason why I just put that is to make sure it doesn't splash. So at this time, you notice that your stew is ready. So when you start seeing the oil coming on top of it, you know that it's ready. And when you fetch it, you not start seeing water with the oil. So it's just only oil that is inside the stew. Then you can just package inside a bowl if you want to, if you are selling or you want to refrigerate it, or you can just serve with white rice and enjoy. So thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video.